Do you ever work with a nurse that you dreaded giving report to? Why? Because she would nitpick you to death. In this episode of Coffee and Conversations, we're going to talk about how to deal with a nitpicky nurse. Hi, I'm Renee Thompson. Welcome to Coffee and Conversations about nurse bullying. I'm a workplace bullying expert and spend most of my time helping people eliminate workplace bullying. You know, every day somebody reaches out to me asking for help. This video series gives me the opportunity to help them and, of course, to help you. And today we're going to talk about the dreaded nitpicky nurse. I remember being a new nurse. There were just some nurses that when I saw I had to give them a report, I was petrified because I knew they would nitpick and try to find something that I didn't know about my patient. You know, and I use this example sometimes. You'll be giving report to a nurse, and you know how you give the patient's history, and that nurse might say, well, okay, she had a hysterectomy. When did she have that hysterectomy? Well, I don't know. What do you mean you don't know? What month did she have it? I don't know. Well, did they take out both her ovaries or the uterus? Okay, the patient's 85 years old. Why does this matter? You know, it's almost as though they're interrogating you until they find something that you don't know. And it can be a major source of stress, especially if you're a new nurse. But I'm telling you what, I'm an experienced nurse and I still get stressed out when people start, you know, like kind of nitpicking on me. So there's two things I want you to consider when dealing with a nitpicky nurse. If you're struggling with this person, the next time they start drilling you like a drill sergeant, I want you to just step back and be sincere about this. Use this script. You know what? Help me to understand why this is important to you. When you say it like that, it sort of takes them off the defense a little bit, and you're asking them, help me to understand why is this important? Because inside you're thinking, because it ain't important to me. But it also lets that person know that maybe they're kind of going down a path that they shouldn't be going down. So just say, you know, help me to understand why this is important to you. Because on the flip side of this, it might be important. And maybe you just don't realize it, okay? Now, if you're a nitpicky nurse, I'm going to give you some advice too. You know, I was doing a focus group with a group of nurses, and there was a nurse who said, you know what, sometimes people say I'm a little nitpicky. And my first comment back to her was, stop it. No, I'm just kidding. I said to her, well, you know, can you explain maybe why you think you do this? She's like, oh, I just like to have all the information that I need. You know, when I step into that patient's room, I want to feel like I'm fully prepared. And I said, well, I understand that. I said, here's something that you can try. You can usually tell when you're going down the nitpicky path because that receiving nurse might do one of these or an eye roll. If you sense that you're getting a little nitpicky, this is what I want you to say. If I come across as being nitpicky, I don't mean to be, and don't hesitate to call me on it. It's just I really want to know as much as I possibly can about this patient. Okay? So nitpicky, you know, is kind of from both angles. So I hope that gave you a couple of tips on how to deal with a nitpicky nurse because we know they're out there. All right, if you have any questions that you want me to answer in this video series, please don't hesitate to send them out to me. And here's another great resource for you, and that's my blog. If you just go to my website, www.reneethompsonspeaks.com, go to the toolbar at the top and click on blog. I write a new article every single Monday. And usually the content is related to workplace bullying or some type of workplace, you know, professionalism. So go check out my blog. And like I said, send me any questions that you have. All right, until our next conversation, be kind, take care, and stay connected.